could be taking control, yeah.
Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dillon. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, each and every single one of you are feeling fun and fantastic. Today, we're joined by the one and the only Tanya.
Hello.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to take a look at the world's greatest food review show channel on the planet. Now, he has done a video which is called How I Lost Over 80 Pounds and Why My Travel Channel Show Got Cancelled. I was more, yes, that's okay at the front of the title, but I was more intrigued on why my Travel Channel TV show got cancelled. Now, this is a Q&A he has done, so there'll be a lot of things that involve India and more or less around India. So I'm very intrigued to actually see what this is about. Anyway, guys, let us know if you guys like today's video. Drop a big thumbs up if you did, as well as hit that subscription button down below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Yeah. Okay, let's go, guys.
Today on the Best Ever Food Review Show, we're answering your burning questions. Let's get to it. I asked you to ask me your questions on Instagram. This could be a thumbnail, right? Yeah. What makes you so keen about Asia? I've lived in Asia for 10 years now. I started in Seoul, South Korea for about 8 years. And then now I've been in Vietnam and then traveling all over the place for the last 2 years. As a 24-year-old kid watching travel shows, Asia just seemed the most far off and out there and different from what I was used to in my small town of St. Cloud, Minnesota. I wanted to go somewhere really different, and that's why I chose Asia, and I don't know, I've liked it ever since. Hey Sunny, which episode was the most emotional and memorable for you, and why? I can think of a few. We did a follow-up to Anthony Bourdain's trip in Saigon and got to meet the people whose lives he affected, and especially speaking with the lunch lady, like her basically coming to tears as she spoke to us about the profound impact he had on her life. That was really touching. But then there's other shoots that were emotional in different ways. I mean, recently we went to Tomahon Market, a semi-controversial video, 25% dislikes, and that was really overwhelming and kind of anxiety-provoking. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Okay.
I see there's a lot of different interesting stuff here. Let's keep moving, yeah? So it was emotional in a different way. Is there any chance of you visiting Germany one day? Honestly, I probably won't make any videos about Europe anytime soon. It's not that interesting to me. Sorry if you live there. There's too much I want to see, and there's so many places that aren't documented well that we would like to illuminate rather than going to a fucking castle. Did you go to college or university? If so, what did you do? There's a little misunderstanding. I made what to me was an obvious joke in some of my videos about going to culinary school for 7 years. Wow! I spent 7 years in food college in Michigan, and what that taught me is that right here we have some shrimpies. What kind of adult man would be like, I went to food college for 7 years? There is no 7-year food college program. I spent 7 years in food college in Michigan. I majored in food and food theory, and that means that I know how to do everything. I went to 3 other colleges. I failed 3 times. I don't have a college degree, and check me out. Pretty good, right? That's pretty inspirational, I think, for you guys. I'm not saying try to fail college, as long as you're willing to learn in any capacity, work your ass off, maybe you don't need it. Would you visit Brunei? Yes. Any bad experiences with eating crazy foods you eat in your videos? We didn't put this out yet, but recently we went to northern Vietnam and there was some misunderstanding as we were gonna eat a soft shell turtle, not endangered, not the endangered kind. And they kind of just started cutting the whole thing in half at our table after it was alive. I mean, I'm guessing they don't usually do it this way. We were like, what's going on? Why are you doing that? Is that what you normally do? And they're like, no, it's just for you. I mean, we can't show any of this. That was pretty, what word did you use? Bad experience? Yeah, I'd call it that. Ever put cocaine in that headband like Jimi Hendrix? That's a good idea. Did you really eat the rat? Is there some kind of doubt or suspicion that I'm not actually eating the foods that I say I'm eating? Do you think we do some kind of trickery with the editing? Anytime I said I ate something, I definitely ate it, including rat, which is not even close to the weirdest thing I've eaten, because rat's actually pretty good. The best rat cooker is in the Mekong Delta. So your mom has cooked rat before, right?
See, my mom is the best cook in Vietnam.
The best cooker in Vietnam. As long as it's like really fresh. Do not put it in the freezer. I think I need to eat like 7 or 8 rats. Fresh never frozen rat is gonna be good. On your amazing journey, what has been your most favorite meal or food? I definitely do not have a favorite. I've had a lot of great experiences everywhere, but everything's contextual, you know? There's so many environments and countries and cultures and specific experiences. How could I really compare them to each other? What is your take on how other countries try to Americanize their dishes? Example, how on South Korea adds cheese to a lot of their street food. I don't think there should be strict rules with food. Food appropriation isn't a thing. The kitchen is a place to play and experiment and try new things.
Exactly. I say it all that. I say that all the time.
You're related to Jake and Logan Paul, aren't you? The resemblance is uncanny. What the hell? Stop saying that. How do you start a traveling food video? Tips. There has never been a better time right now for creative travel content. One of the main issues for people is that you can't just like fly from your house, travel around a little bit, fly home, and then edit those videos and then keep doing that from the start. If you're starting out, if you're really serious about making travel videos, you need to move your ass to where the traveling is happening and like live there. And that's why Vietnam has been good for me. It's a great travel hub. I can make videos here and I can travel nearby to make really interesting videos too. Do you have a stomach of steel, or do you sometimes pay for your adventurous spirit by taking many trips to the loo? Loo is another word for toilet. Honestly, for me, I don't know exactly what it is where I can eat almost anything I want and not have any issues. Sometimes I've had a little bit of like
that's like a
irritation, but for the most part,
that's to stop diarrhea. So he must take that everywhere.
Issues at all? Do you get 100%
sponsorship
every time you travel? Right now, the way this channel makes money is one through Google AdSense. We have YouTube videos. The videos have ads. People watch the ads, and then the channel gets some money for people watching those ads. We also have our main sponsor, One Trip, and One Trip contributes towards our traveling budget. One Trip has been a great sponsor because they don't really ask us to like change or adjust or do anything different with our content. But in order to bring our content even further to the next level, visiting more countries, building up the team more, we are still looking for supporters like you guys. And that's why we have a Patreon page. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a way that people can support the channel monthly, giving a certain amount.
Go check his Patreon out, guys. Go check his Patreon out. I only say this because he's independent and he doesn't have a company that runs his stuff that he gets paid by. He's completely independent and he runs everything with a group, a team himself. So go check his Patreon out, guys. And like he said, when you see ads on your favorite creators' channel, watch the ads, because the more you watch it, the more money they get, guys. The more money they get. Simple. Everyone makes money from this, and this is how people survive. This is how people survive.
Amount of money that goes into making these travel videos, and then you get some different rewards. For example, if you give $5 a month, you get to see the videos early before they come out. Put your comment on there first, and then everyone has to see your comment. Isn't that fun? I know what you're thinking. Oh, we should just pay you guys to travel. Right, that makes sense. Well, it's a little bit more than that. This channel started with just me and one camera guy. And then since then, it's grown a lot into a team, and a team that continues to grow. As we grow the team, we're able to visit more places, do better research, and make higher quality videos, and not miss any weeks of publishing where we have to make Q&A videos because there's no actual video ready. Speaking of team, let's take a moment to meet the team. This is Leon, our senior editor. He edits about half the videos.
Hi guys.
This is producer Me. She does a ton of research for each country we go to, finding the most unique and interesting foods. Say hi. You're supposed to say hi, I think. This is Hui, young Jedi editor in training.
Hi guys.
Hi. This is Liz. She's our marketing manager.
Hi everyone.
This is Jack. He's also an editor.
What up, yo?
This is Brett, the director of photography. Hey. And this is Kai, the camera guy. He's not here right now. If you're interested in supporting our team in our effort to hunt down and document the most unique food from around the world, please consider checking out our Patreon. Your highly upvoted questions. Why don't you like cucumber? Is there any specific reason for that? Mostly because of the taste. What would you absolutely not try or eat? The philosophy on this show is no endangered animals. So this is a giant salamander, the Chinese giant salamander. It turns out it's critically endangered. We shouldn't eat the critically endangered animals. Probably no pets. Oh, but anything could be a pet. You could even have a cow as a pet. Probably not dogs or cats, because that makes people pretty sad. I don't know if you saw the recent Tomahon video, but it also makes them a little angry. Are you also an expert in cooking? No. Everyone I see you with on camera is happy and delighted to eat with you. Care to share a story about an encounter where the person was not very friendly or warm to you? I can tell you there was at least some misconception about somebody. Our good friend Kevin in Jakarta.
Jakarta native Kevin is behind the wheel. Full-time food lover, part-time chauffeur, and a die-hard fan of the best ever food review show.
Your show is funny, but sometimes like you're just trying it to look funny while actually you just should let it go.
He's a very sassy man. What if I just took one?
Do not touch. If you touch something, it means you pay it.
Exactly.
I thought he was hilarious in the video, and he was kind of the straight man, and I was kind of goofy.
Fried rice with goat.
No, it got made.
Can you just be like proud of me for once?
And some people, they just kind of took it for face value and didn't realize that it was just all a big joke.
It's really cool to use them as like a nacho, like you're eating nachos, right?
It's your style, not mine.
You know, some people didn't get it. What does your tattoo mean? I've been wondering that for more than half a year now. If you know Korean, that's the top, that's the bottom. That's all I can say. Korean people, you saw it clearly. You can write in the comments what it means. Which food best represents you? A grilled cheese sandwich. Just simple, white-ass bread, full of greasy cheese. In fact, the very first episode ever of this show was a grilled cheese. I love a good grilled cheese.
First
Do you
ever
feel
episode was a
tired and
grilled
quitting
cheese.
on making videos? If no, what makes you want to do it? I need inspiration right now. LOL. I think this is a really common issue for creators, especially people around travel. Because travel itself is quite exhausting. Once you start to build your channel, I think you need to start to build your team and think about, okay, what do I absolutely not need to be doing? And what do I need to be doing? Well, 100% I need to be on camera.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Making terrible jokes.
I've got my shomai here. I'm gonna show my audience about this food right now.
Making obvious observations.
It's like chewy, meaty. It's like grilled meat.
I need to do that for sure. But I don't need to research everything. I don't need to book all the plane tickets. I don't need to film everything myself. I don't need to necessarily edit everything. And as you move forward, you can start one by one building roles around you of people who specialize in these areas, who hopefully become better than you were at those things. Pretty soon you should have a team, a really strong team of people around you who are supporting a singular vision. If you try to do it yourself for years and years, you're gonna burn out so fast. For me right now, the objective is how do I keep this sustainable? How many countries you've been so far? Only 10. Isn't that crazy? I've been doing this for almost 3 years. How do you stay fit in spite of eating a lot of unhealthy stuff? All right, guys. We're gonna have the fat talk now. I
Throw
used
up.
to weigh around 136 kilograms, about 300 pounds at my fattest.
Hi, my name is Sunny, and this is what I used to look like.
Different.
Today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Right now you're watching a video of me at my super fattest and it looks like I'm wearing a fat suit. I was super unhealthy. I had no balance in my life. I worked at a terrible job, slept at my office like a few nights a week, and I just like ate instead of sleeping. It was really bad. So a lot of people ask me how I lost weight. Personally, for now I can give just some quick tips and things that help me and what I do in the show to not gain weight. The number one thing isn't how though, it's why. Because once the pain of being fat and overweight is greater than the pain of being kind of hungry or going through a workout, that is when you'll have success, and not until then.
The main
The
issue
weight's
is
picking
it's not
me up.
tan enough. Like once I'm tan.
You need to figure out why, and it kind of doesn't matter why, but it has to really matter to you and be important to you, whether it's like, I want to get laid again. That was one of mine. I would like to get laid again in my lifetime. I would like to walk up some stairs without breathing like a donkey. Or it could be more serious. It could be like, I want to be around for my kids. Next, for me right now in the show, how I don't gain weight, hold on, I'm going to show you something. I weigh myself every day, and I've brought this bathroom scale to every country I've ever gone to. Every country I go to, in my luggage, I bring this scale with me. There's a quote that says, what gets measured can get managed. If you're somebody who's trying to lose weight or even thinking about it, I would first recommend to just start weighing yourself every day before even doing anything else. Like right when you wake up, maybe after you go to the bathroom, but before you put anything into your body. Weigh yourself, and then at least from that you have some information to go off of, and you can see, wait, am I actually trending up when I'm just eating kind of my normal diet? I hate to break the illusion of you guys thinking I'm someone who can just like eat whatever I want and not gain weight, but the reality is we go out, we shoot all day, and then instead of having dinner, I go to the weight room. So between weighing myself every day, not eating dinner, and exercising each night, I usually, during a 2-week shoot, will lose a kilogram. I'll make a more in-depth video about how I lost weight and all that later. What happened to your food show with Travel Channel thing? So what they're referring to, I had a pilot with the Travel Channel maybe about 6 months ago. It took like a year and a half from the point of starting to the point of it going on air. We were really proud of it. It was called Crazy Delicious. It aired like 2 times. The ratings were okay. Between the
Crazy
time we started
Delicious,
the pilot making
that's
process
what
and ended it, the Travel Channel had been purchased by Discovery. So there was whole new management in there with new visions. They want to do more haunted house shows. They wanted to do more smart content for smart people. I get that. I mean, my show was just a funny, entertaining show about food. Why do a show like that when we could see a fake ghost show? Do you know what I mean? This show not getting picked up is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I got basically a masterclass on how to make some of the world's best food and travel content from people who make it at a very high level. Non-stop for a couple weeks, I got to ask the producers, the cameraman, everybody involved questions about how they work, what equipment they use, and just kind of witnessing their process. And I was able to take so much of what I learned there and apply it to what we're doing here now with no further obligation because the show didn't get picked up. That's their choice. In the end, to me, it's a win-win.
They
Awesome
lost.
experience, but
They
I don't
lost
have to
out.
do the TV show. Last question. When will be the end of this video? Right now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a sub. No one watches to the end of these videos, right? Leave a like, and if you want to throw us a couple bucks on Patreon, we would super appreciate that. That would be actually really great. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Camera 2.
That's so interesting how that I bet you that company kicked him in the ass because he didn't want to do what they wanted him to do. So they cancelled his show. I bet you now they're regretting it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you now they're regretting it. All just like some of the videos he's got is on 10 million, 4 million views, not just in there but around the world. And it's so crazy to me, that being said, it's so crazy to me how there can be people out there that you think, okay, oh, my future's with them, it lies with them, and then all of a sudden they kick you in the ass, and then you turn around and you say, okay, I got all these pointers, I got this knowledge of how to record and settings and blah blah blah, and then boom, you start your own path, not someone else telling you or dictating what you should do. Yeah, that's crazy to me how there's still people out there like that, but it's really good. That's good. Sunny just shows you that it's possible to be a lone ranger. It is possible. And then look, he created that team. It's so awesome how he's in another country. He's living in Vietnam. That's where he's set up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where he's set up. And it's awesome because he's created a small little team. It's not a huge team, a small team, but yet he uses a sponsor like One Trip Vietnam, and One Trip Vietnam pays for a lot of his tours, and yet he's repaying Vietnam with One Trip Vietnam with tourism. I wouldn't know about One Trip at all if it wasn't for Sunny.
Oh, some of the things that he was showing in those videos, it was
That turtle?
making me sick. How they killed that poor turtle in front of him. And the snakes and the rats and
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, but that's.
I'm not a big fan of meat.
I wonder if if in Asia all these different types of animals that they eat is because things like chicken and expensive meat, it's too expensive for them.
I got told one of my sister's best friends goes to China very often because she studies Chinese and she goes there every time she can. She actually said that Chinese don't eat bats or rats or anything like that. It's tourists that go there that eat all those kind of foods. And that got me thinking, like, why would you as a foreigner go there and eat maybe because it's something that you've never tried and you're curious.
But also you got to remember, she probably hasn't been right into the middle of China and things like that. She probably hasn't seen it because she's a tourist herself, and whether she likes it or not, she's a tourist.
Yeah.
She hasn't been right into the slums and seen it.
I don't know.
But I know for a fact that they do eat everything and anything. And not just China, a lot of the Asian countries, because they're too poor to afford it.
Yeah.
So they have to eat anything and everything. Anything and everything. That goes for cats, for dogs. It's I really like the idea how he goes to these places that we've said it in the past before that not a lot of people will go. And I find it fascinating how he does link up with other creators as well, no matter what size they are, big or small, on social media. And he always tries to bring a comedic value in his videos, whether it's dad jokes or something like that. He always tries to bring that comedic value, which I do love, because I mean I love my dad jokes. My dad jokes, I love throwing my dad jokes out there. But I really enjoyed it. Really gave you an insight and in-depth detail a little bit more about him. So, which is fantastic.
When I saw him in some of the markets that he was in, I was thinking, I don't know if I would ever go there.
Yeah.
He goes everywhere. He doesn't care. And sometimes I think like...
As soon as I see hanging up, I'd be like, yeah, what's this market over here?
Exactly. I'll be
Let's go over to the other one. And even endangered animals that people were eating, it's like, oof.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy. I think the most craziest one, but maybe it was one of his thumbnails, but it was like a kebab, and on the kebab, it was a dead rat, just a full rat with the kebab stuck right up its clacker.
Didn't we see it now?
No, I think it was cut up. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But it was like a rat, and I was like, okay, definitely not going to take a look at that.
No, it's no.
But yeah, he's got balls, and that's what I mean. That's why his channel people like to watch, because not a lot of people would do it.
You wouldn't do that in real life. I would never go in to a place like that in real life.
No.
So you watch it at your house and someone else going, and you're like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, let us know if you enjoyed today's video. Drop a big thumbs up if you did, as well as hitting that subscription button down below. Remember, stay safe, be kind to one another, but most importantly,
be happy.
Exactly.
Bye.
Peace.